of the Pelican.
Okay, baby, I'm gonna call him and I'm gonna ask him if he's contemplated the deal. And then I'm gonna let you guys remember they're gonna read the scroll in German and then translate it. So it'll be a little lengthy. I know. All righty. We got all our pelicans. Call forth the cannon.
I will do that. Baron Heinrich Kreiner, present yourself before their majesties, and this the order of the Pelican.
You sat your vigil today, brother?
In my belt.
Yes, I did. You contemplated the duties and responsibilities of joining the Order of the Pelican? With much thought and care. Are you prepared to proceed at this time? Yes, I am. Very well.
Is there a rose who would speak for Baron Heinrich?
Your Majesties, that privilege is mine. Baron Heinrich reminded me only this afternoon that I was queen at his first event. That was a very, very, very long time ago. I can speak to His Excellency's persistence, his consistent courtesy and generosity of spirit. And for those reasons, I commend him to you today and look forward to welcoming him as a brother.
Thank you, Your Grace.
There could be no greater recommendation than one from your grace.
Is there a member of the Order of the Chivalry who would speak for Baron Heinrich?
Your Majesties, I have a letter from Count Reese of the East Kingdom, once Knight of Heinrich, if you would, please.
If you would read it to the back row, please.
All right. Unto the graces of Atlantia, the pro and courtois lords of their court, and their fair and noble ladies, does Reese, Miles or Tondalus, send these greetings. Now comes before you your grace Heinrich, a baron of your lands, whom by your will shall this day be raised to the exalted order of the Pelican. For his many years of exemplary service on behalf of mighty Atlantia, as Heinrich was once my faithful man, and always a good and trusted friend. Thus did I feel a call to speak on his behalf. Unfortunately, being on campaign in a far land, and in no vice able to be there myself, I find myself left with no choice but to send this brief but heartfelt missive. Baron Heinrich has always served Atlantia and its people with great and noble heart. His house was open, his help but a call away, and he worked tirelessly to lead and succor your people kindly in peace and fiercely in war. He was organized events too numerous to mention, and taught our ways to many to court, always with laughter and wisdom. He wielded ladle and broom as freely as he did his great Zweihander in service from both humble and mighty. He has advised and molded and supported all those in need, and your realm is better placed because of him. Just as worthy order to which this day he shall be raised will be better for his inclusion. When he bore my belt, he gave good and noble service, whether I needed advice in judgment, refuge in pain or stress, a mighty arm in battle, or merely kindness and faithfully, and kindness in times of sorrow. None could be more true. He did more than his duty and did it well and faithfully, and of no higher praise than that I know none. He amply demonstrates the prowess, courage, loyalty, courtliness a peer of your or any other realm might envy and reward. For these reasons, he amply deserves to be elevated to the rank which is the hallmark of this noble qualities. And I thank your graces for recognizing Baron Heinrich today and raise him to the exalted order. Heinrich, my good and true friend, how I wish I could be there with you on this day to take your hand and greet you as a peer. But while I cannot, I hope you will hear these my words and know that I love you as a brother, and that I am conscious that I owe you a debt which can never be repaid for your many kindness and service. I have seen you as a noble man for gentle blood long since, and it pleases me beyond the poor skill of my words to know you will be recognized today. Think of me and raise a glass in memory of our many good times, as I shall for you. Set forth by my hand this 15th day of June in the reign of Kuan, 7th of the name, and Signy his queen.
Thank you. Is there a member of the Order of Defense that would come and speak for this man?
Your Majesty, there is. I am Alan Gravesend, Companion of the Order of Defense, Companion of the Order of the Pelican, and Marshal of the Society. I first met this man serving as an officer of his barony. I don't think he even remembers it. It was a barony that has passed from the face of the earth at this time. Nonetheless, my first experience of him was in service. I was then welcomed into his house with warmth and acceptance, and learned from him many things, including some longsword tips that I was teaching just this week and twitching slightly around the head. But also I learned that this was a man who would step forward to any task that needed to be done and take it on, bring others in joy and excitement to that task, and have not a little bit of fun while doing it. That is service to the society. That is service of a very high order, something that we could all do better at. This man is my peer. I say it on my name, my sword, and my oath to the crown.
Thank you, Master Gravesend. Would a member of the Order of the Laurel please stand forward and speak to Baron Heinrich?
Majesties, I am Master Tristan Alexander. I am both a Pelican and a Laurel, and I speak for the Laurels. Baron Heinrich has been an amazing artisan. He does armor, he teaches fighting, he teaches service. He has served in the most menial ways. He has cleaned halls. He has stayed up till 3 in the morning being security at events. He has done nothing but service from the time I've known him, and I highly recommend him to the order and to you.
Thank you, Master Tristan. Is there a Pelican who would speak for Baron Heinrich?
Euer Majestät, ich Meister Regen of Russell Woodlands, des Dones Koningsrijk, habe dir sprechen, Baron Heinrich, im Auftrage des Orders des Pelicans.
Your Majesties, I, Master Raven of Rusted Woodlands of the East Kingdom, have the honor of speaking for Baron Heinrich on behalf of the Order of the Pelican.
Ich werde in seine Langsprachen sprechen und werde seine Sohn Josef meine Worte übersetzen lassen, damit ihr alles verstanden könnt. Ich wüsste Baron Heinrich für mehr als 20 Jahre und während ich weiß, dass eine Grau, eine Golf, außen und gibt das Lufttranzare. Ist ein Schruchen, aber ist das Tragen des Sündheits seiner Barons, eine Kampfer auf den Lunsten oder Maschine. Ich werde dir sagen, dass ich wäre ein Teddybär, der ein Herz aus Gold hat.
I will speak in his country's language and will have his son, Joseph, translate my words so you may understand them. I have known Baron Heinrich for more than 20 years, and while I know that he may have a rough and gruff exterior and gives off the air of stubbornness, and may seem intimidating whether he is wearing his baron's hat, fighting on the field, or marshalling it, I will tell you that he is
gerne tellen mochte. Und unsere erste Pensik, die noch dann ein war für das Youth Tournament, es hat regnet und machte das Field rüstig, wäschig und geschlossen. Und die Arbeitsseite, wie die Jungen hat gehört und aufgefahren und ihr gewaschen, gibt ihr Kont es so denkt, dass wir heranziehen konnten, ein paar wer Lifting und Pensik herum, schüttelt von ein Werk, es ist tun.
A story that I would like to share with you is that of our first Penzing. The night before a youth tournament, it had rained and made the field slippery, causing it to be closed and the tournament canceled. Many of the youth had heard and asked if there was anything we could think of to make it proceed. A few of us ran around Penzing looking for a way to do it.
Dann transferieren wir uns mit Bernd Heinrich und das uns sagt, es soll es erfolgen. Hat uns im Atlantia Gebhard Kolletrich und Väter uns ins Majesté anfragen. Uns die Jugend kommt die Atlantia Version Königlich Pavilion für das Turnier. Mir hatte Majesté gefunden, wer uns Tieren gefällt. Baron Heinrich und andere Marschall kommt zu die Jungesfield, das für eine Userverschmiss Marschallet folgt. Das Turnier war eine Folge, dann ist sonst Jugendkampf. Der Schmidt, der Schlams und Schwitzen, lachen der Elsatz, es no shit gehoscht,
Then we met with Baron Heinrich, who had told us to follow him. He took us to the Atlantean Royal and introduced us to their majesties, asking if the youth could use the Atlantean Royal Pavilion for the tournament. With their majesties' permission, the tournament was held. Baron Heinrich and other marshals came to the youth field, filling in for some of our missing marshals. The tournament was a success. Afterwards, youth fighters were sitting in the dirt, all covered in mud and sweat, laughing and telling no scheisse stories. There I was.
Ich habe gesehen, dass Baron Heinrich auf dem Jungenfield in der Wohn lustig nicht ein Wall gerochen tot. Sie wäre ihr tot, wer eine Division 1 Kampfe mit ein Schulschloss schwarig. Lehren Division 2 und Division 3 Kämpfer. Wir meine richtig Schuss, wer gut und technisch und Licht ist. Haben gebrochen, wir in der Demonstration Gestalt hat rüstig machen und reparieren, gebrochen, rüstig für die Jungen.
I have seen Baron Heinrich kneel on the youth field in full armor and die a glorious death when killed by a Division 1 fighter with a foam sword, as well as teach Division 2 and 3 fighters how to throw a proper shot and teach tactics. I have watched as he has put on demonstrations in armor making and fixed broken armor for the youth.
Ich habe gesehen, wie und die Küche arbeitet, alles Koch oder Bedewin, eine Aristokratik, eine Frau, Marschallet und eine Wassertrager. Während ihr es sieht, haben wir immer eine freundliche Wort gemacht, die immer eine Franzgestalt hatte, Shell und die ist, Jubilin weiß, der untrend ist.
I have seen him working in the kitchen as a cook and a server, witnessed as he autocrated events, marshaled and was a weather bearer. During those times, he has always had a kind word to anyone that has asked a question and is quick to cheer up anyone that is down.
Ich habe gesehen, auf den Schützenhofschosse gefallen, der seine Sonne Arbeit und die Altstadt war gebrochen. Hat immer gesagt, bitte der SCA richtig gesagt, auflicht und durch seinen Dienst. Und auf sein Freund, seine Königreich, über der Essen geschalt, hat gesagt, uns nicht.
I have seen him standing on the side of the youth field, cheering on his son and beaming while he watched. He has always displayed the best tenets of the SCA chivalry, courtesy, and honor. His service to his friends, his kingdom, and our society as a whole is immeasurable.
Und aus der Wiedergeben, Euer Majestät, werde ich immer Baron Heinrich betrachten, Heinrich, meine Peer.
And for these reasons, Your Majesty, I will always consider Baron Heinrich my peer.
Now, is there a cloak for the candidate? Please go forward.
I met Baron Heinrich 20 plus years ago. My first Penzig,
I went out to go dancing in the barn. His son, 4 years old, said, "Who are you going with? Where are you going? And when are you coming back?" I looked down and went, "You're not the Baron." I heard behind me, "No, but I am." 3 days later, I was welcomed into their household as their daughter. They have always shown me warmth, kindness, and guidance. This is for you. Well, thank you.
And is there a cap?
There is. This was made by your daughter. It's not a traditional cap of maintenance, but it seems to fit.
Is it warm?
Not yet.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We used to wear more wool than this.
Is there a medallion for Baron Heinrich?
Yes, Your Majesty, there is. Here's my belt still.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
hold on,
there's one.
hold on.
There's a piece of business. He still wears my belt.
There is that piece of.
I'm sorry. Yes, Your Excellency, please.
I am Maestrin Johanna von Sudborn. And you wear my belt. I wore this belt at my vigil many years ago, and I belted you with it. And you wore it today. And it is mine. I claim it back.
I will seek
With,
your counsel.
with joy and with sorrow. Your greatest fault has been also your greatest strength. It is your passion and your love. At times it has been your master. And for that, I require that you call me before you get into an argument. But when you master it, you can create marvelous things. And I believe you have done this. The other requirement I insisted from you is that you promise to serve at Atlantia, not necessarily me. And you have fulfilled that in spades. You are my peer, and I recognize you as my brother. I love you.
Oh,
Straighten our hats.
Now, is there a medallion?
Yes, there is, Your Majesty. I'll hold it for you. This was given to me after I donated my original medallion to another Pelican. My husband gifted me with this, and now I return it to him.
oh.
Thank you. That is the work of Lady Danielle.
Yeah. But you'll still be here. And the scroll? I'll take the sword.
Take this one back.
Yes.
Service is the bedrock of our society, on which our society is built. It is by the works of others that the dream becomes real. So we, Kuan and Signy, King and Queen of Atlantia, have the duty and privilege to recognize Baron Heinrich Kreiner as one whose service has made our kingdom what it is. His efforts for us, for our kingdom, and for our subjects is worthy of the highest praise and honor. Therefore, at the request of his peers, we do induct him into the Order of the Pelican and elevate him to the peerage of our kingdom. Further do we recognize and affirm his right to bear by letters patent, per saltire or an azure, a hearse of oak trees proper, to sinister a pearled coronet, or, and as an augmentation on a canton sable, a decrescent argent, in base, indented of 3 points argent, done this 24th day of June. Calligraphy and illumination by
Go ahead. Illumination by me, calligraphy by Baroness Danielle.
Baroness Danielle did the beautiful calligraphy and the beautiful illumination by Master Tristan.
And it is translated
If we
into
can hand this off.
I understand, Majesties, that it is also translated into German by his daughter-in-law.
I give you my oath to serve you, to give you counsel in peace and in war, to be your friend, to serve the people, to be honest not only to you, but to myself and to the kingdom, until the world ends, or I end. My friend, you have ever been a loyal and faithful servant. Your word has been good and true to the kingdom, to your barony, to your household, to your friends, and to your family. We expect nothing more, and therefore we are proud and pleased to create you a master of the Pelican and welcome you to the peerage of the society. Go now and greet your order, Master Heinrich.
For Master Heinrich, newest recipient and member of the Order of the Pelican. Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Let him greet his